Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at a set of low-cost APTX IPX7 rated earbuds from Tranya. These are the T10 wireless. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at the Tranya T10 wireless earbuds. And these are wireless in more ways than one. They actually are wireless because you can stick them in your ears and you don't have wires dangling around everywhere. But also you can charge them using a wireless Qi-based charger, which is pretty awesome. Normally that is the sort of thing that you see on much more expensive earbuds. These at the moment in the UK retail for around about $39.99. I have recently found them on Amazon. Tranya do also have their own online store as well, all of which there will be links in the video description. And from what I can tell from the email, they did say that they would offer Mike's Unboxing viewers a discount. So hopefully there will be a discount code in there as well. But failing that at the moment, I did notice actually on amazon.co.uk, you can actually get a further £10 off the asking price for these at the moment. So whether or not we get a discount code, whether they've already applied it in advance, I'm not entirely sure. But even so, for under £30 with Amazon Prime, these are pretty awesome. So let's take a look at them. We'll do an unboxing, go through the specs. I'll do a sound test, see what they're like, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So packaging wise, very similar, kind of Apple AirPods, that sort of design, very plain, very minimalist, but does the job and it holds them in nicely. The packaging looks pretty decent, and it does go to mention on the front there about the 12mm driver, which is actually massive if you consider how big these actually are. Generally, you tend to find that these kind of inner ear devices, normally around about the 8 to 10mm size if you're lucky. These have actually got a 12mm graphene based driver in them, so yeah, should be very good sounding, and also have a little bit of extra sound pressure to get that deep bass sound. Also, it says it supports wireless charging, so the case itself, the actual power bank part of it, you can charge wirelessly, or you can charge it using a USB Type-C cable. Moving around onto the back of the packaging, we've got some more information. So again, 12mm driver, IPX7 waterproof rating. So these have got a really good waterproof rating, especially now, being that for most of us around the world, it's kind of sunny days and we're all out and about, either by the pool, down by the beach, maybe in the back garden, messing around with hoses, that kind of thing. You don't have to worry about getting these wet. Obviously, don't go diving in them. That's not a good idea. They're not entirely submersible, but IPX7 basically means you can drop them into water or something like that, and as long as you take them out pretty quickly, they're going to be absolutely fine. Next, it goes on to about the charging. So this actually supports fast charging with USB Type-C. And also, when the buds themselves, if they're getting a little bit on the low side, you can stick them in the charger for about 10 minutes, and that'll give you about an hour's worth of playback time, which is awesome for those, if you've maybe forgot to charge them, they've gone completely flat, but you're about to go out jogging, quickly put them on charge, 10 minutes, and you can go out for a run, and generally it's going to last the length of your run. At least that is if you run for as long as I do. It also says on here about crystal clear calls, but we'll do a sound test on that a little bit later on. It's got APTX, so audio technology from Qualcomm, which you do find in a lot of these higher end models. Also, you've got advanced touch control, which is probably a little bit over egging it. Essentially, it means you've got touch control on the side, so you can press once to answer or end a call, a couple of taps to turn the volume up, 3 taps, skip forward tracks, etc, etc. But again, we'll take a look at that in closer detail when we look in the instructions. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's see what we actually get. So first up, we get a package here containing, I would assume, instructions and things like that. So let's have a look, see what we get. Oh, it's got a few little things in here. So there is a warranty guide, and you can also activate your warranty with a QR code. There is a instruction manual for the T10 wireless earbuds, and yeah, that's got pretty much everything you'd expect on there. Power on, power off, important notes, package list. The important thing that you want to see on one of these instruction leaflets is how to reset the damn things if they ever go wrong or misbehave. And yes, how to reset the earbuds. So all of that is clearly in here. So if you do get any issues with them, you need to reset them, or maybe you decided to use them on a different phone, that kind of thing, you can factory reset them and then repair them with another device. Excellent, we do like to see that. Also, there is a sticker, Tranya premium sound, so you can stick that on things. That is pretty much it for that part of the packaging. So we get the actual container itself, and the pods are inside there, so we'll have a look in those very shortly. There does appear to be another package here, which hopefully is going to be a charging cable and hopefully some spare ear tips. And yes, there's some ear tips there. So we've got what I would guess is probably small and large. Normally they install them with the medium on, but we'll have a look, see what they're like. So you get some of the ear tips there, and you get the world's smallest USB Type-C cable. That is actually tiny. I know the packaging is quite small, so they couldn't fit a massive cable in, but yeah, you're going to want to be pretty close to your charging point for this. Although if you're plugging it into a laptop or something like that, then it's going to be absolutely fine because you can just have it by the side. And also, I suppose, if you're putting that into your pocket, maybe if you want to take it out with you, not that you need to, because allegedly you can get about 32 hours worth of charging time from this unit. The pods themselves run about 8 hours, medium volume, which is actually pretty decent. So you can recharge them, what, 3-4 times with a full charge in there. So 32 hours of playback time is pretty decent. That's pretty much a weekend or more. So chances are you're not going to need that. And also you can use Qi charging if you need to. So that's all the accessories and the bits in the box. Let's have a look at them themselves. So the actual unit itself, the charging box, is actually quite nice, and nice rounded edges all around. So if you're going to slip it into your pocket, it's not going to be kind of ripping holes in your pockets, that kind of thing. There is a Tranya logo on the top, which is very minimalist, and it's all finished in a quite a nice satin matte black finish. On the front, you've got 4 LEDs, so that's going to tell you your charging status of the actual charging box itself. Usual kind of deal, 4 lights, 25%, 50%, 75%, and fully charged. These are going to light up step by step. When the unit is completely charged, the lights will extinguish. Pretty straightforward stuff. On the back, you've got our USB Type-C charging port, which is nice to see. Moving forward with the times, no more micro USB, which is really good to see. And actually quite a nice magnetic clasp on there, and it does look as if, yep, the top section is recessed and this section is slightly exposed, so when you close together, that is going to make it pretty much waterproof, or at least dust proof to some extent. So if you accidentally drop it into, again, water, puddle, swimming pool, whatever it may be, they should be relatively okay as long as you take them out pretty quick. I'm not too sure about the USB Type-C port, but at least the pods themselves will be absolutely fine. But yeah, the old splash of water is going to be absolutely fine. So looking at the pods themselves, again, very kind of minimalist, usual thing you'd expect from inner ear devices. There is a very, very discreet Tranya T logo there. So yeah, that's quite nice. And it seems they are auto pairing. So they're going through the pairing process as we speak. So without further ado, let's get them paired up to our iPhone XR and see what they actually sound like. So I've gone straight into my Bluetooth menu, and it's come up as a single device, which has come up as the T10-R. So I'm going to go ahead and press that to connect, and yeah, connected straight away. Pretty much as you'd expect from a Qualcomm-based device. Qualcomm-based chips in these Bluetooth devices far, far more favorable than any other type of chipset other than probably the Apple custom ones. We've got a Bluetooth pairing request, so we'll pair that. Excellent, we're done. So completely connected, and it's gone into the phone, and my Bluetooth volume and all that's changed accordingly. So let's see how comfortable they are. So the ear tips that are on there currently are, yeah, they're definitely the medium ones. So let's try the medium ones in for size, see what they're like. And actually before we do that, nice to see that the charging points there, the brass points, easily accessible, so they're not recessed. So if you do need to clean them, if they get greasy, or maybe you're finding they're not getting the battery life they should, quite easy to get to, and they're actually relatively lightweight. So let's see how comfortable they are in the air. Shake test. Didn't fall out, that's a good sign. And they've actually blocked out a lot of the outside noise, so it does sound a little bit weird in my head. Hopefully I'm not talking too loudly, or, yep, Cavs put a thumbs up, so we're all good. So I suppose the first thing to do is to try some YouTube and see if there's any delay. That is a really common problem, especially on the iPhone. There seem to be lag issues. So let's go into my subscriptions and see what we've got. BPS Customs, Brian over at BPS Customs. I'll put a link for his channel in the bottom as well. I might as well see them, so I'm listening to it, and you should listen to it too. Just double checking for lip sync. Yes, that's absolutely fine. I'll take these out so I can hear what I'm saying properly. Yeah, absolutely fine. So the YouTube app on the iPhone XR, as you can see, it's on there. I'm not just making it up. Yeah, the lip sync is absolutely perfect. No issues there whatsoever. Again, because it's got the Qualcomm chip in there with the APTX, it's such a brilliant codec. It just really does work well. So all well and good. So let's try some music now. And let's get something bass heavy. So played club scene. This is the opening scene from the Blade movie from 1998. That makes me feel really old. So this is where they go into the club for the first time. And it's, oh wow. It's that one. very good. Bass is spot on, as you'd expect. With these 12mm drivers, the bass is actually brilliant on there. Sound quality seems to be very good. So let's try something a little bit less aggressive. Let's just type in pop music and see what comes up. Pop music 2020. Nope, never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Lady Gaga, I've heard of him. All right, let's get the ads out of the way. The ads sound really nice though. I better take these out again. So this apparently is a song called Rain on Me. I don't know, you may have heard of it, you may not have. But actually, yeah, it sounds really good. Lady Gaga's voice, crystal clear. The bass is fantastic. It does sound really, really good. It's a shame really that I can't play for these for like 32 hours straight off just to get a real good kind of long-term test of them. But actually, from what I can tell already and from the reviews I've done previously on other Bluetooth devices, yeah, I think these are going to be absolutely fine. So another test, one that I love to do and one which actually does work really well on these kinds of devices, is a song from a band called Toto, which you may or may not have heard of, and it's a song called Hold the Line. Quite an old one, but it's actually a really good test because it's got loads and loads of instruments in it. The sound quality, again, is recorded a long time ago. This is a remastered version, but you can actually hear the things like the piano, the drums, all those kinds of things. You can hear them really well. And this Toto, Hold the Line. It's so tempting to sing along right now, it really is. You might be able to hear some of that. So tapping twice, that reduces the volume. They do get loud. Oh, blimey, that is loud. Thank you, Lady Gaga. That's the rewind. If you tap it 3 times on the left-hand side, it goes back to the previous track. And unfortunately, it was Lady Gaga at full blast, and I think I've just lost the eardrum. So I'll be sending Lady Gaga the bill for my healthcare on that one. All joking aside, these sound really good. I would personally like them to be slightly lighter. I wouldn't say they're necessarily heavy, but I would prefer them to be just slightly lighter. They do feel quite chunky, which is a weird thing. They don't feel as small in your ear as what they actually feel in your hand. Let me just try that again. I don't know, do they look big? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. They do fit really, really snugly, and the outside world is pretty much mostly blocked out. And they don't want to fall out, that's for sure. So if you're going running, jogging, weight training, any of those kinds of things, maybe BMX, mountain biking, whatever it may be, they're going to be fine for that. Again, IPX7 rated, so they're going to be resistant to water, spills, splashes, all that kind of stuff. And there is stereo microphones on each side, so you can actually take stereo calls, which are actually saying that, I'll do a test of the telephone calls and I'll add this into the video, so we'll do that right now.
Hi, this is Mike from Most Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this is a sound test of the Tranya T10 wireless earbuds. This is from a iPhone XR to CAF's iPhone XR, and I am on speaker. The camera is set to microphone BE ±0, so this is pretty much as it sounds coming out of the phone. So, Tranya T10 TWS wireless earbuds.
Okay, so there you go. Again, these are £30, or pretty much, with their discount voucher at the moment on amazon.co.uk. I'll take a look and see what the prices are around the globe, but generally based on the UK prices, you can get a really good idea of how good a deal these particular things are. I think for £30, absolutely no-brainer, definitely worth the money. £40, yeah, again, I wouldn't have an issue with that. If it was any dearer, maybe the original suggested retail price of $49.99, then I think I'd be kind of looking around and seeing what other options there are, maybe in a slightly price brackets a little higher than that, such as the Creative Labs Outliers. Again, they are a jump up again, but when they're reduced, they come down to about £70, so those might be worth a look. But certainly for £30 to £40, yeah, these are fantastic. Great sound quality. Battery life, from what they say on paper, sounds absolutely brilliant. Again, 8 hours on a charge with medium volume. Depending obviously how loud you listen to them, you may obviously experience less battery life. But yeah, overall, I don't think you can have any complaints with this. So this has been the Tranya T10. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.